What'd you do?
I needed some personal business.
Okay.
But I needed some reference to using next to so I didn't pop the PS3 to get some footage. I forgot to change the stream from my Sonic Heroes live strip that I had set to 480, 30 frames per second. To reduce bandwidth and all that sort of thing, so I recorded in like old-fashioned Apple.
Alright, feedback should be gone now.
I didn't realize that until like
Reduced bandwidth, by the way? Did you use the RTMP service yesterday, or was...
Wait, what?
So, how did that reduce bandwidth if you're streaming at 1080p on Twitch? Okay.
And this is why I was wanting the web server. I was so mad I couldn't get that. Well, I was so mad I couldn't get it up and running beforehand.
Next time we'll take the time to like make it work and all that shit, but we couldn't get what we're gonna get.
John, I don't know if I can hear you. I would suggest at some point I get over getting those servers as well, because I want to do races on my Twitch as well. And it sounds like the plan, pretty much. If you're cool with helping me out with that one.
The audio
Yeah.
just...
Here we go. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. I think Jonathan just went really quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, I forgot to set the mic settings to my broadcast mic. Okay, there you go. Everybody looks like they can hear me now.
No, it's just a stream that doesn't feature John this time.
Normally it's me having the audio problems.
Well, that might have been Discord's thing, because...
Yeah. I'm not listening to the stream at all. I'm listening to just the Discord chat.
Just the Discord chat? Yeah. Well, I can't hear the feedback now, at the very least.
If I turn the stream audio on, then you guys start getting, like, you guys from 6 seconds ago.
Yeah.
At least I didn't hear my X5, X6 fuck up, so they'll never know.
Spartan, I saw your comment earlier. Thank you much for the bits, DBZ narrator voice. Last time on Bravely Clean New World, Ruckstuck pulled a Lara Croft to get an airship. Kefka cast fuck off on the airship, Mr. Thou became confused, and several fish were blown from Fun Baba. Will our heroes defeat the monster, or is it all ogre now? Will Purple get over her depression? Will Pedro found Purple's adopted children? Find in next time in. You didn't give me an episode number. No, this is fake.
And how many episodes do we have? How much padding can we put into this?
That's a good question. Hey, Shay, thank you for the host.
We're gonna save like 15 other people.
Hear me just fine. You guys would look.
Anime.
Also, I'm not ignoring everybody in chat. Hello, you guys. And to the guy who was asking why I got rid of the experience egg, long answer.
Yeah. So as we're about to get started here, before we introduce the session and all that, I want to thank everybody that's been patiently waiting for the X5 and X6 video. After the stream is over, I am burning the midnight oil again to get the video out for tomorrow, because assuming I don't have to edit much out from the live footage, it will be my second longest review on the channel, next to Sonic 06. It is not Sonic 06 long, but it is my second. It is looking to be my second longest review, Johnny Versus, on the channel. A part of it is because I'm reviewing 2 games. Another part is because I have a lot. Another part is because I have a lot to say about these 2 games.
I'm guessing it was really difficult to condense the 2 of them into one review.
Yeah, I was thinking. I can't be selective with this and that, and I can't hear that, and that echoes really bad now, Billy. Like, I don't know what's...
Are you... Okay, you're getting echo again?
Yeah, it's like I'm talking to my duplicate.
Alright, how about now?
Well, my duplicate's not here.
No, not yet. Okay, I don't hear anything now. Oh wait. No,
Yeah.
You don't have
I
earplugs or
still
anything, do
think
you,
there's
Billy, at
something
all?
up with. I
Anything?
think it's Jonathan on Discord. Like, I can hear like something in the background, but I don't think he's just got any volume at all.
No, because no, it's definitely coming from you, dude. Because your thing is glowing green every time I'm talking.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you just fine, but I can't hear Jonathan
Okay,
at all.
yeah, it's not the issue of being able to hear me. It's just that I hear feedback from your channel really badly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, are you still hearing it?
Yeah, I do.
Can you put on push to talk?
All right. I think that should be. If you're still getting it from me, and there's something else going on.
You say you don't have headphones on at all, right?
Well, yeah, but no. But at this point, I can barely hear the mic across the room, and it's a lot lower than I normally keep it. So that's why I think there's something else going on.
Yes. Test.
Okay, it looks like everything is Cygnus Chris, the best I can tell you is that the video, I'm trying to get the video out for tomorrow. But like I tell you, it's a long video. And I can't, I do everything. I write the scripts, I edit the videos, I do all the compiling myself. I don't have a team. For some call me Johnny, I do everything myself. So best I can tell you is wait, dude. I appreciate the patience, but best I can tell you is wait. Alright, I think we're good to go to start here. I haven't done much prep since last week's session, but I think we should fare a little better this time. Hope for the best. Let me make sure this thing up. I've got a feeling Blowfish ignores ignores Rose. So let me save the game.
That out of context.
What,
Blowfish?
It ignores Blowfish.
Okay, well, without further ado, hello everybody. Welcome to session 13 of my Final Fantasy VI Brave New World live stream playthrough. My co-host String, Jason's here, and Billy. Oh, Billy. How you doing, buddy? It's so great to have you guys here once again. And when we last left off, we got our airship. We went through Daryl's tomb, and now we're going to be searching for our friends. And first up to bat is Terra. Now, we tried to recruit Terra at the end of last session, but Fumbaba gave me some crap because of his new gimmick, where I have to keep attacking him. If not, then he counters with Blowfish, and Blowfish does 1,000 damage clean. And it got to a point where I just couldn't follow up on time. I wasn't prepared enough, and for a second there, I forgot elemental levels were a thing. So I took some time to look at my Esper levels and invest in some stats. So hopefully we'll fare a little better this time. But that said, why don't we head back into Mobliz? I'm sorry, that's Nikea. What the fuck am I doing?
You've got a few subs going on the right here. Emmy Hurt 1, Maverick PhD, I am PKM Master.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for renewing their sub, or just subbing in general. Shout outs to all of my followers, my subscribers. Thank you very much for taking the time to tune in. And again, I want to thank everybody who's been patiently waiting for the X5, X6 video. I'm really trying to push that out for Thursday. Because, like I said, assuming I don't have to cut much from the live footage, it is looking to be my second longest Johnny Versus video on the channel. It is looking to be over 40 minutes long. And
Johnny, where's the Sonic Mania Plus review?
Yeah, I know, right? Gotta release those videos out simultaneously.
Extra. No, you make it exclusive paid content where they have to pay $10 for it.
Nice. Yeah, I don't do that.
Because it's DLC.
I refuse to do that, dude. Dude, man, I'm gonna be upfront though. I usually don't like discussing like analytics or everything on the channel because I feel that's just my business to talk about. I mean, some people are really transparent with it, and that's all good. But I couldn't release the video. I couldn't release like a versus video for like last week or anything like that. And I guess to make myself feel better, I did the Smash Brothers Direct, the live stream. And I thank you guys for joining me for that one. That was really fun. But performance-wise, that video did way better than my X4 review. And like X2 and X3 of the good dude, because it's like fuck me.
I mean,
I understand why. Like I understand why it did well. Like it was a reaction video on a game that is currently hot. When people are talking about it, that's what YouTube is looking for in terms of like algorithms and other shit like that. But it's like fuck, man. That video took no effort to make.
So next direct, we're doing another one.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
you may want to. By the way,
Will
you may
we
want to
get
go ahead
paid
and get
for it?
that.
No. Oh, fuck. Well, it's not fair.
You may want to go ahead and get that review out by next week.
Yeah.
No, the reason why I say that is because school.
Oh yeah, school's probably gonna drop the analytics a bit just for the younger demographic.
Mm-hmm.
John is all about
So,
money. Fuck no, man. I want to put some effort in my videos.
I did
watch your videos. Get your priorities straight.
just like in tech, but the boss chest. I didn't originally get that was.
Billy, you're dropping in and out, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, John, it's like I mean,
Alright,
I know that plays an effect.
Yeah,
because I started watching.
I'd
videos
adjusted
at
the mic
13.
sensitivity on mine because you said you kept getting feedback.
Oh, well, now there might be like really bad latency on your end, Billy, because you just totally interrupted Jason.
Yeah, no, what's happening is I can actually see Jason talking, but like he has no audio. I can hear you just fine, but I can't hear him at all. I'm gonna try dropping in and out of the channel and see if that helps.
I fucking hate this shit.
Discord, come on, you're better than Skype.
Alright, Jason, can you say something now?
Something.
Okay, I can actually hear you again. You're just your audio levels had gone to like nothing, so I think that was the problem.
Press X to Jason.
Thank you.
Discord's been like destroying my computer this past week.
I just want to know what's going on with Discord the past couple of weeks. Do you need to do some damage to end the battle, or is it time you just need to outlast him? Is asking for King of Swing.
Oh god, this is good. Anyway, what I was saying is that I had originally named that boss Cthulhu, just because, you know, whatever. And Sinkizi saw it and he's like, no. I'm like, what? He's like, name it anything else. I don't care. Name it Chesticle for all I care. I'm like, okay. Well, Chesticle it is.
Like a testicle, yeah.
I didn't add any dialogue for this fight, D. By the way, DN in chat is one of our coders, so...
Oh, okay.
He's responsible for quite a bit of what you're seeing right here. Wow, no, my girlfriend just brought me a smoothie.
What kind of
smoothie? Oh yeah, by the way, Mother 3 confirmed.
Yeah.
An amaretto smoothie, it is delicious.
Bragonite from Baba tried to cast Bolt 3 while muted, which probably means he selected that action before I selected mute.
So, Brave New World was originally, I'm talking to Spartman, whatever, and it was just me and Sinkizi. And what happened is that over time, other members of the hacking community came forward and started, you know, offering input and other stuff that they could add, and we've kind of come to amass like a kind of a small team of coders. There's about 4 of them right now. And then I also have kind of like a personal cabinet of people I talk to about balance stuff, including Noe here.
Alright, thank you for the host, Otaku. Much appreciated, dude. Hey, Donovan, thank you very much for the follow.
D's a bit modest, but like one of the things that he did was the you can see the status being on display now, like safe and shell in the menu, or if you ever re-rise on higher ATB changes go up.
Yeah. I'm getting raided by 3 people. It's only 3 people, but you got—that's my new raid stuff. That's the raid command I was talking about at Donkey Kong Country. I left it as a Donkey Kong Country thing because we never got to show it because I forgot to actually enable it in Streamlabs. But yeah, that's the sound that plays when I'm getting raided. It's only 3 people, but thank you very much for the consideration. Much appreciated, guys.
Well, what sound does it play? I saw the pitch. I saw the image. But
it plays the music when you're joining a big fate in Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, okay.
No, what you need to do is change it to the Gangplank Galleon remix.
Yeah. Hey, Moonshot, thank you for the
remix. I love that remix so much.
Oh, it's so good, man. It's better than as
When does it come out again? When does Smash come out again? December?
December 7th, I want to say.
Anyway, and I explained this to Johnny last time, but this fight with Fumbaba is, he's got a counter, and it keeps counting up, and every time you hit him, it resets it back down to 0, and once it reaches a certain point, he'll attack with Blowfish. So the idea is that you can't just, like, turtle, you have to keep attacking him, even if it's for ping damage. Otherwise, you get hit.
Otherwise, he counters with Blowfish, and that's a clean 1,000 damage.
Yeah.
Which you cannot mitigate.
Well, that's not clean. I'd more so call that dirty, but...
Say what?
Nothing.
The one way to mitigate it is if you cast Reflect, which Terra happens to know.
Oh, okay.
I kind of went back and forth on that one. It's like, should I let it be reflectable or whatever? So, and that's partly because, and especially in earlier versions, I noticed one of the main strategies is people would just turtle. They'd put, you know, sap on the boss, and they'd just sit there and defend the whole fight and let it eat away at them.
I missed Stream John because Twitch is locking me in 720p, so here's an apology bit. So thank you for the bits, dude. But I don't know why. I certainly don't have any quality options.
It's only for certain folks.
I suppose so, because I just been seeing people saying that they can't catch stream because now they're locked at 720p, which is baffling because I've always been streaming 720p, but now suddenly it's an issue for some people.
Well, it's because we used to be
I
able
looked on
to...
Google and like the first response was Twitch quality options gone 2018. So you're not the only one.
Yeah, they got rid of the amount of people who get quality options. Well, they at least lowered it, I should say.
Hey, later, Spider Knife. Thank you for tuning in. Purple.
Says it was just random.
Yeah, I think Fumbaba rep is random. Who it decides to eject.
Yeah.
It depends on how many people are streaming on the day at the time and all that. So if you were
for Fumbaba ref?
If there's more people streaming, it's more powerful.
Yeah.
It's quite a meta game.
And he's supposed to use it twice. Sometimes he only uses it once. I haven't been able to explain why it only happens once sometimes. I have a guess, but my guess means it would also have worked the same way in vanilla, so I don't know.
Fumbaba ref was always 2 people. In vanilla.
Yeah. And I actually didn't change that part of his script. I copied it over from vanilla just to make sure there wouldn't be any issues.
Just wondering what your thoughts on PS Vita in this game. PS Vita is magnificent hardware, just didn't have enough support, which is very familiar if you're familiar with the PSP.
I think I will say the PS Vita is a better system than the 3DS in terms of the actual system itself.
The what?
Yeah, no games.
The PS
Yeah,
Vita.
I love my Persona 4 portable machine. Oh, and my Rhythm games too, I guess.
Oh, you mean the thing that everyone modded?
Yeah, we don't accept any bug reports having anything to do with Palador.
I've seen a few people in chat say audio only. I mean, it's not the ideal, but if you still want to hear our voices, yeah. Can use audio only.
Oh no, my internet can be so bad the audio only mode won't work.
I mean,
Really?
my outputs.
Dude, they don't bother. They have not upped our internet speeds in the last, like, 15 years.
My download speeds are perfectly good, perfectly fine. It's like 100 megabit down. It's been upload speed is always like, until recently, when it just got upgraded, it's always been a pain.
Nah, man, it's been like what you call it, 1 down at most and 0.1 up.
I'm listed as 100 down, 5 up, but it's usually 80 down, like 4.8 up. That's what I usually get.
It's funny you say that, D, because Brave New World was developed with the ZSNES.
Court, Don, is there a story behind using Damon Gant for the follow-up for the subscribe thing? I always like Damon Gant's laughing animation from Ace Attorney.
I prefer to stare. Because it always made me think, did the game crash?
Yeah.
And he actually moved like 5 seconds afterwards. Oh, it's part of his character.
Oh man, this looks familiar.
Johnny actually isn't underleveled. It's kind of by game design that around this point in the game, Blowfish is going to be a one-hit KO defender.
Honestly,
it's not a bug, it's a feature.
See, I'm sort of I'm at a thing because I waste a turn casting Phoenix down.
Sorry.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Explain why there's more than one above. No, that's so it just bothers me. That's the joke sync. Because Jason also asked me the same thing.
Asked what?
The one above all role in the sub Discord, and how there's more than one.
Oh.
I remember you telling me about that. I was like, why is it like that? I was like, look, because.
No, I told you. I didn't ask why is it like that. I told you remove me from the role.
Yeah, and I said no.
One is 0, 1 is 1. There we go. What's that?
Oh, okay.
Memory cards on the Vita? Oh yeah. I spent a pretty big chunk of money to get my 64 gig memory card. Or whatever the big
Okay, that was one thing I was terrified of before the Switch came out.
Great, thank you.
I'm like, are they gonna do the Vita memory card thing?
Nah, I had micro SD, thank God, although I would have preferred normal SD.
Who uses a normal SD card anymore?
It just has a bigger size at the moment, that's why. I think at the moment, micro, if you're willing to pay a large chunk of money, you can get up to 512, and then normal SDs are like, there's at least a terabyte at the moment. Yeah,
but with micro SDs, the form factor can go up to 4 terabytes.
Yeah, you're right, but it's like a normal SD. They can both go 4 terabytes. Also, at normal SDs are faster in load time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, it does not.
It certainly doesn't.
He was asking if Joker Doom still exists in this, and no, it does not. If you spin 777, you get a full party revive, which would probably be helpful right now.
I was kind of hoping you would win with that last hit then.
2 + 2 = go to sleep.
Alright, well, we're gonna try that again.
He has about 24,000 HP.
You can get SD cards for Vitas, really? Huh. It's a mod, but you can do it. Also, I have played PS All Stars on Vita. It was a good port actually. I remember
oh no.
What, you didn't like it?
Let me ask you a question, Johnny. Do you have any diamond equipment by any chance?
I don't think I do. Let me check. No.
Okay. I'd recommend some on the basis that it defends against bolt damage.
Hey, remember
Diamond reduces thunder damage, yes.
I see.
Hey, remember when everyone made fun of Sony Smash Brothers because it had the final Smash mechanic as a meter? And then Smash Brothers did it and everyone celebrated it?
I never minded the whole super attack being built as a mirror. That's basically Street Fighter.
I didn't mind. I would have liked still like you can die from getting hit inside the arena. That was my only problem. But I still like the game. I just wish they made a second one. Because if they made a second one, they could have made, did a lot with it.
It's going to be at South Figaro, Johnny. You can get the shield and the vest here, but South Figaro's got the rest of the diamond equipment.
Okay.
Figaro.
Well, I'd imagine the reductions don't stack.
The reductions don't stack. Yeah, you just need one
so
piece.
You just need one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And I
shield's
left
your
it
best.
all in one piece.
Terrible.
Awful, bloody dreadful.
But yeah, in earlier versions, Joker Doom just did all 9s to everything.
By the way, guys, I much prefer Smash Bros. Over Sunny's All Stars. I was just making a point for the fun of it.
Actually, the way Joker Doom works, mechanically speaking, it's kind of interesting, because what it does is, you're familiar with the level 5 Doom spell in the original game?
Yeah, what about it?
Joker Doom basically points to that. It is level 5 Doom, only it removes the level flag and it sets it to can't miss. And the way that the game handles death as a status means that it doesn't respect immunity to it like it should in this case, and so it just works on anything, even stuff that should be immune to death.
Before I do any of that, I'm gonna rearrange the items. There we go.
Yeah, the way the original game handled death as a status, the way it still does, even, it doesn't respect immunity the way other stats do. There is an entirely separate routine it has to go through just to make sure that death does not work on stuff that it's not supposed to work on. And we ran into quite a few.
Me still thinking those damn tiles are still there.
Oh, did you try to go past the...
Yeah. Just, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if you replaced
I'd save how much space did it, Billy? How much space did it save? Also,
it didn't save any space at all. It just stopped that, that one tile change actually ended up being a huge chunk of, like, the 300 kilobytes of the patch.
And all it cost was John's pain.
Hello, background guy.
Billy says hi.
There's a roommate meeting going on.
Yeah. No, Mark was asking if I ate.
Ah.
Yeah. That's your
Did
lie.
you?
Bloody liar.
No, he's secretly asking what time the porn session is.
Yeah, my camera's still right there from shooting video. Oh, fuck, Celine, no. She's down
Yes,
here.
Celine, yes.
No, I mean, I'll show her off later, because,
John, the view count's gonna go up like twice what it is.
No, it's just, but, you know, Celine is gonna be 4 months in a couple of days, and she's at her I'm going to chew on everything phase.
Yeah. Cats went the same thing. The one thing I recommend, get yourself one of those sprays that, like, teaches them not to.
Mithril Mail is a little outdated, but pretty much the next step up for him is Diamond Mail, and
just
that's
give her a Switch
kind of
card.
expensive.
Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. Wait, what am I doing? What I should be doing is I should have float on by default. I don't want to waste a turn on that. Oh, wait, hold on. Then I don't want to keep doing that over and over again, so I'm going to go out and save.
Yeah, the gold mail is also a little bit out of date, but as far as his finances go, crystal mail's a little out of his price range at the moment.
Crystal mail reminds me of Final Fantasy IV SNES.
That's where I got the naming schema from. Crystal Diamond. Yeah.
Look, John. Celine came into your room and your view count's already gone up by 40. It's working.
It's amazing.
Guy with the cat.
Okay, hold on. I'll show you off. Come here, baby. Get off my shoelaces.
Yeah, shoes. Boy.
Side of the camera, Celine. Side of the camera. Side of the camera. Yes.
Give me bits. Give me bits.
Celine comment. Was that Celine? They should all subscribe for $24.99. Oh, I don't think that'll work.
Oh, it's a kitty. I'm actually seeing it on screen now. Kitty.
Hey, Sean, thank you for the bits. I predict Ultimate's going to be the longest review versus Sonic 06. No, you see, if people said that, Shadow, no, because the foundation of Smash is very much the same, and I don't have to spend much on that. I'm just going to be geeking out on like all the fan service and this and that and the new characters. But at the end of the day, I don't see the Smash Ultimate video being longer than like 20 minutes at most.
At the end of the day, it's still just at the core Smash.
But there's Snake now.
Is Larry Mantic broken? Because he's been saying the same comment like for the last 15 minutes.
Which one? I've been looking at one of the
Someone
guys
smacked Larry
doing
Mantic
it.
in the head because I think he's busted. He needs to change the batteries.
There he is. As he he says before he said unregistered contract. Yeah, he is, man. Okay, you get it. You get a timeout.
Nope. See, there you go. Almost yanked down my damn. All right, hold on, baby. Hold on. You can't be here. I gotta take you upstairs.
I just assume everyone.
She almost yanked the damn headset cord down. Hold on.
God, I'm just. The good thing is that the Frame Meister out because getting cables for that is, yeah, that's fun. So how's it going, chat? We gave you Kitty.
Someone takes a piss on the Frame Meister.
Dude, it costs like $80 just for a single cable for the Frame Meister. It's ridiculous for a SCART cable.
I know, but just think of the Frame Meister itself going kaput.
I have to ask because people keep bringing up Bagel, which I think is the name of Proton John's cat.
Yes.
How bad is it with his streams?
He is. I think Bagel has broken 2 headsets now.
Oh my god!
By chewing the wire. I definitely know of one because he was getting another headset for his birthday the day after, so he kind of got lucky then. But yeah, Bagel has chewed through a lot of wires. And I was just saying, never. I was just mentioning, never bring Celine down if you have the Frame Meister out, because those cables are, yeah, they're fun. Yes, Bagel has one stop the stream. I have heard of that one.
Yeah, my cats have never done anything that bad, so.
One of mine was.
Though you might start hearing mine whine at me because they think they have to eat every like hour or they're gonna die.
Bagel's also turned off streams. Someone said they crash streams. Oh my god! It can choose. It eats the entire server.
Oh yeah, one of the Steel Battalion controllers. That was not a good one to lose.
But you say that, but my mom was telling me a story about how one of her friends accidentally ran over an armadillo. Except the armadillo was on its back, so it kind of got hooked to the bottom of the car and unplugged everything. Out the car, underside, and the car just came, to a stall.
Motherfucker, I cast mute on this asshole and he immediately counters a remedy. Well, not counter, it's probably just his next turn, but...
One of my cat flies down on one of our set-top boxes, and I'm always scared, because that's where the vents are, I'm always scared it's going to eventually catch fire one day.
So, is it just me, or has Finbaba been skipping leg day?
Among a couple of other things, sure. He also skips hand day.
Just goes straight for core day every day.
Yeah. Core and biceps and traps, all that sort of thing.
He doesn't like getting on the exercise bike. He doesn't mind doing push-ups and sit-ups, just doesn't like the exercise bike. Or the weights.
Sorry, you guys aren't boring me. I've just been awake since 2 a.m.
Why have you been up since 2 a.m.?
Because I am coming off of graveyard shift. So.
Oh, I see. Why don't you go to sleep?
Because I do rotating shifts. I do days and I do overnights. So I'm in my transition period right now.
Wait, where's Super Saiyan Purple Ultra Instinct Uber Superhuman? What the fuck? Uber Superhuman Purple to the user or Purple can't get. Oh my god, shut up. But the answer is I don't know.
I'm not even gonna try.
Purple only works out the parts you can show off in the office.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. What did I do?
Who'd want a pizza at 3 a.m.? I want a pizza any time of day.
Pizza at supper time.
And just to set everyone off with pineapple.
Oh, okay. Monster.
Yeah, most
freaking nature.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off my stream.
Most of Brave New World's development happened on night shifts, so.
I believe that. The best time for anybody to get shit done. It's at the middle of the night when nobody can distract you.
Exactly. That's why I love it. And then I get every other week off, too, which is nice.
Yeah. Oh, why did I do that? Did not mean to do that.
I have something known as an Aussie pizza. It's egg, bacon, pineapple, ham. Yeah.
Egg.
And it's fantastic. Yep. That's actually a common thing here. I don't know if you guys do it, but we do it here. And it's delicious. Egg.
Oh, just egg. Just put egg on the pizza?
Well, as a topping, yeah.
As a topping? Well, what kind of egg? How's the egg prepared? Is it fried? Is it scrambled?
No, you literally just grab a raw egg, put it in a cup,
just put it in a cup and stir it around, yeah. Make a nice
and then just pour it on.
Nice yolk filling, yeah.
Yeah, and then you pour it on.
Just drop cheese pizza on the floor, now it's Supreme Pizza.
My favorites.
It is delicious, chat. Try it at one point. It's called an Aussie pizza, and you can thank your Aussie friend stream. And then you can come down to Australia and move here. I'm tired.
The other thing that I can think to say here is that Baba's weakness is fire, which is not relevant right now, but once you get Terra back, she should know Fire 3.
Fire 3 or Fire? Because last time she only had Fire 2.
She learns Fire 3 at level 20, which she should have been pushed up to when the World of Runes started, I think.
We'll have to see that. So, oh god, you got rid of my healer. Oh no, he's doing it twice. I have a better first phase, but now RNG fucks with me over in the second phase.
Oh, okay, he actually got rid of 2 characters like he's supposed to.
Mod pizza. What is mod pizza?
Mod Pizza is a chain down here. It's like authentic Italian pizza, kind of.
No, I don't think mod pizza's in Australia. Maybe, or if it is, I don't live anywhere near it.
Yeah, it's
well,
like...
the other chain pizzas we have are really a Domino's and Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's more of like a fast-fired kind of... like flatbread with tomato sauce and mozzarella and basil sort of thing.
If I'm getting to get a pizza, I get it from a local shop around, because they usually have the best ones. Domino's are just made to be cooked fast. Is that where mods order the chat pizza?
Oh, fuck.
I think it's time to order a pepperoni pizza.
Is that you, Jason?
Who else would it be?
No clue.
And Chad, I'm not ordering you pizza. Someone said that earlier. I'm not. That's too much money.
Well, you seem to be in a pretty good rhythm so far, but every time I say something like that, like
I'm at a point in
the
the fight where I can't even raise somebody because the ATB will go up enough and it'll counter a blowfish. I'm not even going to bother. And magnitude is purple's not floating, so magnitude's going to hurt. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going for broke because I can't waste a turn healing. Otherwise, too much time is going to go past, and he'll use blowfish. So there's no point.
24,000 health, right?
Gay spaghetti chef, you never let me down. What is this? This isn't a pizza. This is spaghetti.
Nah, I can't have just straight pepperoni pizza. I need more. Which is kind of weird, annoying if you go to America because it's all you guys serve as like the common pizza.
There's other kinds.
I'm curious if this strat's gonna work out.
Well, it doesn't matter now, depending on what he does for the next turn. If it's a physical attack... Oh, no, it's avalanche, okay. GG. Oh, no, it missed, okay.
It still has haste though, so might need a second
magnitude. Yeah, it still has haste. Never mind.
Yeah, it's 24,000 in both phases.
Both phases, so he has 48,000 health total.
Yeah. When the World of Runes starts, everyone gets re-averaged to what Celis's level is when the World of Runes starts. So it's either going to be 18 to 21. That's the range she can be in.
Iron Universe, my zodiac sign is Leo.
I'm a Gemini man.
I have no idea what mine is.
Well, what was your birthday?
June 28th.
June 28th? Yeah, I think you're a Leo.
I was gonna say, is that Cancer? No, it might be Leo, I'm not sure.
I think that's also Gemini. Because I'm June 2nd.
Oh, is it Cancer? Or is everyone just saying... Wait, I can't tell if they're talking about their zodiac sign or if they're correcting string.
Yeah.
Cancer. Yeah, you're just Cancer.
That's
I mean, that fight is doable now, though it may be a little easier if, like, you go get Cyan and come back after that.
Yeah, it is. I just checked online, so...
I'll give him one more attempt with the current party composition, because, again, the only thing that I think really hurt me in that last attempt was Hurricane from Bobber Breath actually taking 2 characters instead of just 1, as it did last time.
And yeah, you definitely went for broke on that. I mean, that counter does go up kind of fast, but not that fast, so...
Does haste affect blowfish?
Does haste affect how fast the counter goes up? No.
Yeah.
It does affect how quickly his turn comes up, so indirectly it affects that.
Oh, so blowfish's thing is how many turns it goes without getting physically attacked? Or just attacked?
It's not a number of turns, it's a counter. It's a constant timer going through the battle. So, and that can match up with his turns, but depending on how fast or slow he is, he may get 1 or 2 turns in between intervals, or possibly 3, even if he's hasted, for example. But like if he's slowed down, I think it's like every other action would be blowfish if you don't constantly reset it. I think that's kind of what we based it around when we were testing.
Masters, so we're not going to be the whole entire session. Oh, fuck, I hope not. No, we'll move on to something else if I wipe this one.
Yeah, the early World of Ruin, because of the open-ended nature of it, can sometimes be one of the harder parts of the game, because if you go, I guess, kind of anywhere other than sort of the next intended spot, you tend to excuse me. Sorry. You tend to hit difficulty spikes, because I kind of tried to do a progression of balance from where you're expected to start, and Terra is... I expected you to go get Cyan and then Gal back first, and then possibly Realm as well.
Okay.
I just find it funny you say it won't take you the whole session.
Well, we'll see what happens.
I mean, like, in the back of my mind, all I could hear was...
Yep.
Here comes the blowfish. Ding, 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 ding.
Or it's like the freaking bird up.
I guess fucking go. I get a body checked, and the "we'll be right back" message, please. Like in the middle of the hit animation.
Having bosses level up with the player, not feasible. Having their AI change depending on level, that's very easily doable. And something I might look into actually doing in the next update if the amount of free space I have allows.
The fucking magic cast from the Hell Claw does more damage than the actual attack itself. And Saban's supposed to be a physical fighter.
Yeah, Funbaba's got a pretty high physical defense.
I
That's
see.
why.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just found the perfect thing for you.
Starman, Funbaba is vulnerable to mute, so if you mute him, then he can't do that. This is this is one of the fights that's kind of gonna get rewritten a little bit in the next update, but I'm doing a lot for the next update, so.
Hey, thank you, Iron Rivers. I hope you're enjoying Symphony tonight.
Sorry, as a developer, I had, looking back at just on all the streams I've ever, been in and commented on, it, whenever I'm working on a new version, it seems like that's all I talk about is, oh yeah, that'll be fixed in the next update.
Well, at least you're making changes or, taking feedback to heart.
Oh yeah, no, it's, as I have told you many times, the streams of Brave New World, it's so helpful to the development process, you have no idea.
And again, the only reason why I'm going to Funbaba this early is because, again, this is my old school Final Fantasy VI mentality kicking in. I always did Funbaba after getting the airship. But now thinking that I have to, probably for the better, go after Cyan first. That's probably what I need to do. I'm going to cast Mute, just in case.
And then, even if, for whatever reason you can't mute, Runic is another option. She can suck it up with Runic.
Professor, I don't know why we aren't attacking him with the airship. I don't think the airship has guns. What was that? You can't blue bomb me like that, dude.
Yeah, that was
Sorry, wrong mute.
Wait, wrong mute.
That was Mute City, not Mute Cast.
That wasn't the that wasn't the Smash Brothers Ultimate version. Disappointed. Actually, that's the F-Zero medley. Never mind.
No, that needs a F-Zero.
God, I'm so hyped for the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I just find it funny that's the same guy who did the Initial D soundtrack. Well, not Initial D, freaking, what you call it?
Daytona.
Daytona, yeah.
I'm still shocked they're making new versions of that. I went to my local arcade recently and there was a new one there. Like, she had
Jesus.
editions of it.
Well, I would say he got rid of both your mute casters, but I've forgotten this version, Sabin actually has mute.
See what we can make this work out, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a wall for... I think I can just get to Fumbaba on time before the counter goes up, because after Magneton you'll definitely do Blowfish, so I'm going to reset the timer with Setzer real quick. And I gotta get rid of that slow, so I'm gonna suplex him next turn after a Fire 2. Okay, there's body check, but thankfully that's what Golem's for.
Yeah, get rid of that hasty means. I got what he meant.
And then, assuming, depending on what he does next, I think I can spare a turn to do Mute with Sabin. But this is going to be really dependent on what he does next.
He gets wiped.
No, well, we'll see what happens, because I'm about to cast Mute on him now. Oh, it just straight up missed. Okay.
I have no idea. Slow on suplex is getting axed in the next version, yeah, because Sabin can actually cast it now.
You're halfway through the fight. I'm counting in my head.
Okay, we'll see if we can make this last, because once I lose my Golem immunity... The good thing is that I have float status, so I'm actually in a similar spot than I was last time, only I have Setzer here instead of Sabin. No, instead of Celeste. But I can't be wasting too much time, because now I'm at a... Now it's either Setzer has to heal, because I don't know what Fumbaba's going to do, and the only thing I can do right now with purple is just cast Fire 2. I don't have Fire 3, because I think Terra's at level... whatever level it is, it's not Fire 3 compatible. So, and here comes Haste, so this is going to be interesting.
You're at 19.9k. So 2 more hits. At least that's what I've counted in my head. You'll have a bit more than that, maybe.
Muddle's a fairly common status, so yeah. Sabin suplexing himself is definitely a possibility. Even better is when he bum rushes himself.
Oh.
By the way, I keep talking about the next version I'm working on. If anybody wants to see a changelog, I just posted it in the chat there. Just to give you an idea of just how much is going to change. Ooh, Blowfish.
I literally did nothing different, and he just got a Blowfish in. Okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you spend $5 to get a sub, you aren't affected by slow mode.
Hit, nudge, nudge. I love how we're advertising Johnny's subscription more than he is.
Oh.
Well, it's not that he defaults to himself, he just goes and he does the suplex thing, but no sprite goes with him, so he just jumps up in the air and goes straight back down.
Well, String, the more money John makes, the more likely he is to give it to us.
No, it's not.
He'll be like, you know what? I can spare a couple dollars here and there. Have some change, you filthy peasant.
Alright, well, we're gonna do Zoza next, because...
Has it really been an hour since we started?
Yeah, it's been an hour since we started. Well, no, not exactly. I started a little late.
Shit.
But, Oh fuck, dude! It's like I literally did nothing different from the last 6 turns, and then suddenly he gets enough uptime to do 1 blowfish, and that was all it took.
Yeah.
I need the rust solvent.
And that's what I was saying before. It's not necessarily X number of turns. It's a timer that's constantly going off, and that can kind of introduce a slight random factor, as you see there. Because as you say, you didn't do anything different. It's just the timer happened to. Just imagine a stopwatch that's constantly going off as the battle's going on.
Goodbye, Mr. Sonic. Yeah, we're gonna go after Mr. Sad Dad.
Did you get the letter to send to the bird and follow it here first?
What in the town?
Yeah, in Miranda.
Yeah, I think I did. Let me go check.
You can tell, because if you didn't, then the rust solvent dude doesn't sell you the rust solvent. Aw, what a waste of a bar.
Is the happiest party member. Oh, sad dad is so cute with his depression.
Yeah, Baba, in most earlier versions of Brave New World was pretty much a pushover. The rewrite to his current behavior was very recent, and it kind of re-upped him to a much more notable boss in the early world of Rune. Cyan's a good first stop because there is no boss.
You just gotta get to him.
Yeah, and you tend to gain a bit of levels just fighting your way to him. Pretty much just fighting your way through trash mobs and going through the world of Rune. You'll gain levels quick. There is the Storm Dragon, yeah. Or Purple Dragon here. I named them colors.
Purple's a dragon, no. Master 79, 06. I'm going to be doing pretty much everything in the game. The side quests and boss fights and all sort of thing. Just a matter of getting there in time.
The Three Stooges
do the DLC?
One of my favorite fights to code in the entire mod.
Oh, okay.
And one of the reasons is that I had a lot of fun with the scripts. If you've ever played Final Fantasy IV before, you might remember the characters that the Stooges are based on, the Maga sisters.
Yes.
And so I took a look at their fight, and I tried to rewrite the Stooges to actually behave more like them.
Okay. So with similar strategies, then I'm assuming as well.
Yeah, but it's also kind of its own thing as well. It's I won't talk too much more about it, but we'll see when you get there.
So, want to buy some lubricant? Like, this is top quality stuff. It normally goes for 50,000 GP. It can, but for you, 1,000 GP. I like your face. I think you're worthy of this lube.
The I like your face discount. I always like that one.
Alright, we gotta, that is the, so in the original game that was rust solvent, because the door to Mount Zozo is rusted shut. But now it just needs some good lube.
Good luck to anyone that figured that one out as a kid.
Yeah.
Actually what it is now, it's WD-40. It's...
Oh. Well, that's not as funny.
Yeah. I just heard Shantae music and I danced.
Yeah, she's never
actually,
getting the smash.
Speaking of YouTube, slightly random, but I realized before, well, I had seen Johnny before he started streaming Brave New World, and it was his AM2R review on YouTube. That's where I knew him from. Totally random, just felt like mentioning it.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah, no, definitely. I enjoyed it, and then I went back and started watching some of your other reviews, and I like your take on I think it's Star Fox Command I watched. That I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I thought.
Fuck it. I don't think the experience scales with the Zozo enemies, so is it even worth it to fight them? John doesn't like people watching his videos.
Don't look at me!
It's just like I make these videos, like, where are all these people come from?
Don't look at
Yeah,
me!
D is right. I kind of I get a little touchy when I talk about AM2R. As a modder, what happened with it kind of I took it personally.
Took it out to the front. Hey, Project, thank you for the host. Project OP.
That smells real good, babe.
I made it myself.
She's making bacon.
Made from the finest quality McDonald's French fries. Jesus Christ! Okay, I'm just gonna kill these guys because I keep getting fucking sleep locked here. Oh.
Hey, there's Primrose.
Well, Sensor likes his whiskey.
See, Octopath is Final Fantasy VI.
This is actually kind of funny.
Yeah, you know, out of context, Shantae music does sound like porn music.
I mean, that's why I like the, what you call it, Flirty Time, I think was what it was called.
Yeah, that's what you were playing earlier.
Yeah,
this is... See, I know this is from Shantae, but out of context, it sounds like porn music.
especially the sax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's porn music right there. Yeah.
I mean, but isn't that always a thing we have to deal with as fans of video game music? Is it's like, I love this smooth jazz right here. It's like, oh, is that from a porn? What? It's like, it sounds like it's porno music. No, it's from Shantae.
No.
Well, what are you doing, Shantae? Will you play as a belly dancer? Mm-hmm. She has a lot of
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of whipping involved.
My favorite thing is when I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog music, like what I'm made of, and like I had my friend who's really into metal. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. What kind of like what band sings that? Like what else is like Sonic the Hedgehog? It's like walks away. And
she turns into an animal.
I think that's Jonathan, Mystery Man. It's not me, and it's not Johnny, so process of elimination means...
Look, the only time I see her change clothes is into her pajamas.
Oh wait, fuck the Blitz command, damn it.
And for anybody
I
who
love
noticed,
Portal 2. I really do.
the door did say "door it open" when he opened it.
Wait, door it open?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
It's it's a nod to the first Saga game, which is known here in the States as Final Fantasy Legend, and it had a very bad translation.
Door it open.
I like Trios's comment. So is the raid command now?
Yeah, the raid command for tonight will be You know, Shantae, you're right. You're a real elephant in bed. What? Ow!
They need to play Shantae at some point.
Oh, did you get a pointy stick? Is that what we're owing?
He just healed himself for 2K. What the fuck? No, fuck you. Suplex you. Yeah, now you're confused too, bitch.
Yeah, okay, yeah, here comes the pointy stick.
Billy, 2018, out of context.
Yeah.
10 bits from the Iron universe. 10. Hey Johnny, for a small conversation started, what was a moment where you've gotten the most mad in your life?
The moment where I gotten the most angry? In my
Yep.
life?
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm not legally allowed to say. No, okay. It would probably have something to do with the video game.
Well, I just know the one time I've seen you the most mad, like, Jesus Christ, that was terrifying.
I don't remember, like, for what? What are you talking about specifically?
It was something behind the scenes, and someone told you to get ready, and you're like, yeah, I know. But you said it in the most loud, disapproving father sort of way.
How long ago was that?
Yeah,
And everyone in the call was just, like, super quiet.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Sometimes I have to raise my voice amongst children. Ice Guard, is that a shield?
Yes, that is the elemental shields.
Oh, okay, now we're starting to get those. Flame Shield, Thunder Shield, Ice Shield,
Yep.
Aegis Shield. Is the Force Shield still in this game?
The Force Shield is still in this game. The Force, Genji, and Aegis shields are the heavy shields, and then the elemental shields are classified as the light ones that anyone can use.
Colossus.
Experiment? Sonic Genesis maybe? Or Sunshine probably? 14 raid? I don't think I've ever seen John get angry in 14 raid before.
Oh no, I think I know what Lucid Game was talking about. He's talking about that time where we did the Weeping City of Mach.
Oh yeah.
And Fonz pulled early, and I was the only one locked out of the fight. Fuck Fonz, but no, he's a good dude. But it's like fuck him in that specific instance.
And then there was that one time when Matt accidentally said his phone number over.
Yeah, what the
stream.
fuck was idiot?
You're so mad.
Wait, he said his phone number.
He was we were streaming. It was Crash Bandicoot 3, and Matt doesn't get into a lot of streams very often. Sometimes I swear he's the old man when it comes to Discord and Skype. Like he doesn't know how things work. And I don't know if he knew that he can mute his mic or anything like that. But in the middle of a Crash 3 stream, he's hungry for some pizza, and he orders the thing live on the stream. And he says his fucking phone number out loud. I was like, I have to delete this now. Because your phone number, you just put out there.
How many calls did he get right after that?
I didn't ask. I kind of had a quick turnaround on that one.
5309. Anyone who wants to give me a call, go for it. Ask for Jenny.
Yeah, good thing was just that he wasn't getting a new passport or something on stream.
Oh no, I'm so happy that you guys don't like stream your content on SGV. Because if you guys streamed God of War, I want to say it was 1, whatever he set out that fake phone number allowed, that actually connected to something. It was a sex line.
Oh my! Oh.
I'm like, Matt.
Setting up Golem next time for that dude. 522 get fucked.
Colossus can be a tough customer. Next time you run into one, you can kind of...
Mystery, I don't need to grind, I need to think.
Oh, wow, okay. And you're dead.
I don't ask, when did you stream Crash 3?
Oh, it was like 2-3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, next time you run into one, you can cast Imp on him with Sabin. That kind of takes the edge off a little bit.
Yeah. He also seems to be a strictly physical fighter, except for that Starlight move. That's really random.
Yeah, as of right now, status effects are still kind of a crapshoot. If you don't, like, have the print me handy, you kind of have to guess a lot as opposed to, you know, what's going to work and what won't. And I'm trying, when I update it...
That's the case of a lot of Final Fantasy games out there. You know, you don't know if a status effect will work unless you actively either, you know, try it out or scan them and see if you can find some other weakness, you know? I think it's just that with this specifically being a mod of an already existing game, And if you played that original game a lot, your mentality is in the wrong spot. And
Exactly.
I have to keep reminding myself of that. Even this far into the game, we're like, fuck, this is session 13. This is these sessions are usually 2 hours long, so like 26 hours into the game, and I'm still finding myself, this is not the SNES game, John. You can't do this.
I don't need to grind, I need to think. When you arrive at a club, when you want to go get groceries. That was a good one, Shay.
I like that. That was awesome.
I will definitely say that, especially like now in the world of Ruin, this is where, you know, fights are more and more designed with the idea of disabling them with status effects in mind. That makes a lot of them a lot easier.
The 4DS method. Can I cast slow on it?
And for the next update, the mentality I'm looking at it with is that I'm taking all of the status effects and I'm separating them into two groups. The ones that are just kind of annoying and the ones that are completely debilitating. And the ones that are just kind of annoying, I'm just making as near universally effective as I can. So people actually use them. And so that would be Imp, Blind, Poison, Mute. Is it telling whether or not an effect will work or whether it did work or not? So if it doesn't work, then it should come back with miss, which could mean either 1, the enemy is immune, or 2, it missed because the enemy passed a stamina check. The only way you can know for certain is if you try it again a few times, or if you just look at the print me that comes with the mod that has like all of the enemy data. And the inspiration I had for creating that is if you've played the original Final Fantasy before, it came with a fold-out map that had all of the enemy data for every enemy in the game, including, you know, what status attacks would work on them, what they were weak to, even for bosses. And I thought that was really neat, and obviously it's something that had to come with the game because the game couldn't tell you as much in-game. So, you know, people were like, well, why, you know, would you include this with the game? I'm like, well, there's precedent in the original series. And again, it was a restriction of the system. You know, the system couldn't tell you everything that it wanted you to know up front, so it included supplemental material.
Oh, of course, first fucking encounter is the goddamn thing that fight me in the first place.
That's a fairly good question, Quart. I'm going to say no, but it's something that I may look into asking the FF6 hacking community about, because there's a flag for enemies that says if immune to status, or there's a flag for attacks, I'm sorry, that says if immune to status, then show miss. And I could possibly have that flag show a different message other than miss, but I don't know, because not my level of expertise. It's like I was saying, D, I think it's just a matter of taking that miss of immune flag and hooking that to a different miss message, if possible. And this is why I watch streams. I get such great ideas from them. Because people will ask me, well, why didn't you do this? And I'll either explain why I didn't do this, or I'll go, good idea.
Someone was asking me what I consider the hardest part of this mod so far. Dataluma gave me shit beforehand. What do you get? You guys remember? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Maybe I just blocked them out because they're bad memories. But trying to remember exactly what else gave me a hard time. I mean, you guys can answer. Fumbaba is also giving me a hard time as well.
Had a bit of a rough time with the floating continent escape too, but
Well, yeah.
I think you're mostly just blocking everything out.
Yeah, I'm blocking everything out.
Because whenever you do remember, you're just like, Jesus.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
D, no, I did not die to a menu.
he died to a random encounter right after the Nimufu fight, and I had told him, it's like, you don't have to worry about healing up after Nimufu, you probably won't get into a fight, and he did, and it killed him.
Oops.
Oh shit, Pedro's not floating anymore.
Suffice it to say that that's going to be fixed in 1.10.
Here's a rule. What was one of the funniest ways you died in yet? Oh, that was from, well, we were talking about earlier, the floating continent. My HP is low, I cast shock. I kill the enemy, but I die of cardiac arrest.
What has happened fairly consistently when I have been joining on voice is I'll say something and not realizing that in the 6-second stream delay, he's already died.
Yeah.
Something like, oh, it's okay, you've got this. That's one way of doing it, D, but really, those random encounters shouldn't be wiping Celis like that to begin with. I know what the problem is, it's their levels are just set too high.
I keep saying go fish and no one's playing with Setzer. Oh, fuck off. Ow! Ow! Why does... Punisher is like, you know, I had enough of you. You're gonna get the pointy stick. Can they throw a pointy stick at each other?
They cannot throw pointy sticks at themselves. Pointy stick is not an attack. It's they're using the throw command through an opcode. And that's part of their script. Their muddle behavior can only use things that are classified in the spell index. So basically any like spell or enemy attack or whatever, but they can't use actual commands like a GP toss, for example. They couldn't use while confused.
Yes, pointy stick is a real throw command. I want the pointy stick command on my menu.
I shall kill Kefka with my
pointy stick.
And like same deal with Dadaluma's spoon.
Is that a mistranslation from a fork, the pointy stick? Or a knife?
Well, pointy stick could be, it could be just be a spear and all that sort of thing. The spoon, I don't fucking know. No, the spoon was originally a knife.
It's just a pointy stick. Like, come on, guys, it's not that hard to comprehend.
Well, the spoon was a joke about Final Fantasy IV, which when you would get the spoon from Yang's wife, and of course it's not a spoon, it's a friggin' knife.
Yeah.
And yeah, pointy stick, I thought the word pointy stick was funny. There's if you're ever playing this and you find yourself asking why is this in here, the answer is almost assuredly because I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Hey, Twin Borson, thank you for the follow. Ooh, got rid of him. Scarab doesn't have enough. Scarab doesn't have a whole lot of HP. Yeah, like the stick.
Oh no.
You said you had a friend here in the chat. Is it D? Is that what you said?
I have a couple, but yeah, D is one of the people who has come in after the release of Brave New World and has offered a lot in terms of coding. D in particular knows more about hacking the game's menu system than pretty much anyone else in the hacking community, so he's done a lot with regards to that for us.
Ha! Fuck your pointy stick, you son of a bitch. You can't hit what's not there.
But yeah, like stat stick. I told you how the name stat stick came about, didn't I?
I think you did, but why don't you reiterate?
When I removed the sniper sight relic, I had like an extra space, and to create a new relic, and I'm like, what do I want to make? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just make a relic that's a stat stick, and I didn't know what to call it, so I just put stat stick as a placeholder name, and well, that ended up being my favorite name in the whole mod. And there's quite a few examples of placeholder names that stuck.
Hey, stay buff.
Like, the cave stuff enemy you fought on your way to Figaro.
I don't know why that name always sounds so familiar.
What?
Because I just think of Figaro Castle.
Figaro.
Yeah, Chesticle was another just a good example of Sinkizi just saying something to me, either joking or just using an example. Like the dude who built the Colosseum, his name is Bob. And that's because when we moved everything up there, he's like, okay, I'm gonna change these events, I need you to write this dialogue, and he just gave me the typical Bob and Alice, like, example dialogue. He's like, this is what he needs to say, and so I just named him Bob. And I gave the dialogue back to him, and he looks at it and he's like, you named him Bob. I shouldn't be surprised.
So can I keep Cthulhu? No. Oh.
He did not veto me very often, but
but when he did, oh, that's when it really mattered. The rogue cloak. That sounds like armor, or maybe it's an accessory.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon. Fight always hits. Magical damage plus 25%. Oh, cool.
yeah, it's that's the first example. Well, one of the first examples of the character-specific relics. In that case, that's one for Lock and Shadow. So,
okay.
No one you have at the moment.
Getting
John
drunk
Locke
with people
is
is
my
not
favorite.
even in my party.
Yeah, I guess you just found the cat hood too.
Not yet. I am finding Colossus again for the second time. Why don't we put Golem on? Let me get. Wait, I'll just inflict sap on him as well.
And poison works very well here too. It's because
he's
got a lot of
humanoid.
HP.
He's a humanoid as well, though, isn't that how poison works in this game?
Yep.
It is so weird seeing people put status effects on themselves in normal battles in 6.
It really is.
I'm used to just warring attrition it, using war of attrition on every enemy except for bosses in this game.
Status effects. So, and this is something I talked about in that article I linked the other week. A long time ago, I watched someone stream a much earlier version of Brave New World, and this was a man who was known for power leveling his way through everything. And so I'm watching him go through Kefka's Tower. 1, he's over-leveled, and 2, his whole party is pimped out in ribbons. And it was the most boring thing I'd ever watched. And that's when I really realized that, okay, so status effects are kind of the X factor, that are the difference between this being interesting and just a pure numbers game. And so that's why there's only 1 ribbon left in the game now.
So I made a mod where it takes half an hour to fight Atma. I'm sorry, I gotta bust her balls on that one.
That's funny. But yeah, it's anyone who's played it kind of has figured out that I kind of have a sort of a hard-on for status effects, and that's why, because it's without them, then you're just playing war for lack of a better comparison.
Yeah.
But it needs to be God of War.
Oh, here's the cat hood.
Right.
This is for Realm. I'm assuming, because normally she's associated with cute accessories. Oh, no.
That wasn't me playing it, Larry. That was coming from, I think Jonathan's the one with the soundboard.
The chainsaw! Oh my god!
You found the chainsaw.
I got the chainsaw finally. Holy shit.
That took
Wait,
a while.
what music are they wanting me to play?
You doing okay, Ben?
Oh, the Shantae music.
Oh, yeah.
Disappointed us, Jason. Failed.
Well, I mean, I got something better. I got hype music. I mean, if you want that, I could do that.
Is it, should I even be answering? Oh yeah.
Trumpets, I love it.
I want that game.
Smash needs to come out
I know,
soon.
Smash Ultimate. I cannot fucking wait for Smash Ultimate.
Nintendo, you're gonna do a beta. Can you please do a beta? I'd like a
Exactly.
beta. I'll pay for your dumb online if you give us a beta.
When is that online going
Exactly.
live?
September.
September.
Late September. So I'm expecting a direct, not early September, which we'll talk about a bit more. Because they said specifically second half of September is coming out.
Also, I'm just now noticing that Breath of the Wild runs off of Mother logic.
How so? Hey, Golden, thank you for the description.
You have a very, very short period of time where you can open up the pause menu and eat something to buffer your health out. It's kind of like bleeding damage, basically.
Sorry, Master, but unless there's unlockable tracks, looks like we only got 2 Fun Fantasy tracks again. Which sucks.
Yeah, people were quick to share that with me last week, or after the direct, and it's like...
Unless they're trying to hide the Final Fantasy track.
But why hide them, though, when they made a big selling point of how many Castlevania songs?
Unlockables, I'm guessing.
Because they were showing off Castlevania at that moment.
Yeah, I understand it. I just feel that Final Fantasy only having 2 songs last game was a pretty big complaint that a lot of people had, just music-wise. I think at least you would like throw us a bone. Just make it 3.
But at the same time, we were all like, well, how are they going to fit these characters into the poster that they made? And then, oh, lo and behold, the poster, they could actually just Photoshop each and every single character to move them around.
The one thing I heard was maybe, like, Sora. I doubt it might be in the game. We decided to prefer to make Kingdom Hearts music over Final Fantasy music, but I doubt it.
I've been hearing something of that sort as well. Well, Sora specifically. You know, I'm gonna fight the dragon. Why not? Let's see what he
I still doubt Sora getting in. Like, don't get me wrong, it's one of my favorite.
I'm gonna say go ahead and fight the dragon. Go ahead and give that a shot.
I'd be ecstatic if I found out he was in the game, but I still doubt it.
If Sora was added into the game, I'd be like, is this Smash Flash 2?
Holy shit! You put Battle Against the 4 Fiends in this game?
Yes, we got a guy named Jackamus to do that for us, and I think he did a great fucking job with it. I love how that theme turned out.
Oh, okay, this definitely makes the fight a little more epic.
Oh no, this is the only reason I told him to do it. He's gonna get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
He is not ready for that. The only way you stand a shot with this fight at this point is if you come here with Crystal Gear, which halves wind damage, and he does not have it.
Okay, I see what you mean.
I still don't understand why people want Goku in Smash, because it's on Goku.
Yeah, Jackamus is so he did all of the music for Return of the Dark Sorcerer, another Final Fantasy VI mod, and he's also known for being the first person to ever beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out blindfolded.
Ooh.
So
see what else he has.
That's the only custom theme we have in here, Ray. We had been thinking about maybe doing others, but as of now, this is the only one that we added.
Should have brought purple into this. Purple versus purple.
Yeah, I know. I don't have purple here.
I would also like to point out that if anyone remembers the vanilla and the quote-unquote dragon sprites that they used,
Yeah.
we used actual dragon sprites for all the dragons. And
What, a pterodactyl's a dragon?
yeah. And so we just took the existing dragon sprites and we did palette swaps. I'm particularly happy with how the silver dragon came out. I think the silver dragon looks really cool, but the purple dragon's a good one too.
Mystery's asking if Kaiser uses special fight music.
Yes, he does. We originally wanted to have a different theme just for Kaiser, but that just ended up not happening. I wanted Meridian Dance from Secret of Mana.
Oh, okay.
But certain things sound like good ideas, and then you actually hear them in the Final Fantasy VI instrumentation, and they it just doesn't pan out.
Ooh!
Oh, this sounds atrocious.
That's pretty much what ended up happening, yeah.
I'm Gear, would you ever go back and bring in top 10s for your channel? Fuck, if I had the time, I would love to. Again,
Well,
the big thing about my channel is that I do everything myself. You know, specifically, everything on Some Common Johnny is me. And I can only... I only have so many arms and heads. I can't work on all these things at the same time.
Why don't you hire an editor?
Because I don't make enough money to do that.
Well, just make more money. Stop buying avocados.
I don't
of
even like
course,
avocados.
just make more money.
Let's open up a Patreon.
Why didn't I think of that sooner?
yeah, let's open up a Patreon and then lose half the patrons because Patreon's being stupid again.
Oh, what
yeah,
doing
that's
this time?
You didn't hear
this
about
pod
that?
is still being updated,
Like
right?
a week or two ago?
I'm working on a new update as we speak.
I was gonna ask, did you ever consider opening a Patreon, or is it just not your thing?
Not my thing.
Fair enough.
Like, the Twitch subs is the most I'll do. In terms of like as a tip jar or anything of the sort, but that's it. I can't do Patreon because I know I feel I cannot. If I had to make promises under certain monetary tiers, I would not be able to fulfill them.
What about a coffee?
No, not even then. Isn't that the same thing?
No, that's just donations.
No, because at least with Twitch subs, I feel like I have to do something to at least make up for it, like actively streaming and all that sort of thing. But like just give me money. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I mean, I like money, but I like.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I fucking love money. Money makes the go around and pays my bills.
Well, sorry,
I like
being surrounded by people who.
Unfortunately, that my university is taking all of it.
But to answer your question, Ray, putting custom music in the game is a very tall order, and code space-wise, it does not allow for it. If you've ever heard of or played Return to the Dark Sorcerer, it only gets away with being named that tune in the game by massively expanding the ROM space and doing a lot of other stuff that we don't want to do with Brave New World. Brave New World does not make the ROM any bigger than it already is, and so we're working with some very tight space limitations.
If it doesn't make... Alright, so I have to ask, because this is just me not knowing how fucking coding or anything like works. If it does not make the game any bigger than it already has, then does that mean you don't have to sacrifice anything to make, say, like Battle of the Four Fiends, what you guys did for the dragons? It does work like alchemy, equivalent exchange.
Not quite. The original ROM was 3 megabytes, and it was mostly full, but there was some free space. Some being the key word there.
I forgot this side bullet.
And
you have so much of life to live. Sad man.
No, I did not PK.
Necrot.
Wait a minute. Why is it? So is the word lock tied in with Locke's name in the file?
So, I think I explained this before, but I filled every bank I had to work with, and actually there's less space to call Locke's name.
We gotta make sacrifices.
So yes, I actually just call Locke's name right there.
Yeah. So if a name fuck.
I just love the fact that the D's is like.
Well, we named him Fuck, and the chest just says we're fucked.
The chest would be fucked. Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I bet that might be the new hashtag. Right?
Someone screen cap that. Just screen cap
It's like Necro. And it's like Team Girl Squad from Homestar Runner.
But like people were asking me, like, why is the clock puzzle in Zozo and Roman numerals now? I'm like, cause space.
Because I want you to think. I want you to make sure you know your Roman numerals, you twat.
Rocky V plus Rocky 2 equals
Rocky 7. Adrian's Revenge.
Oh no.
Stay away from the chest.
God.
What?
Celis gets to do her facepalm sprite here again.
I'm having my first blood moon.
Oh.
In Zora's domain.
Oh wow.
That's already flooded with enemies. Dude, I went from like 60 FPS to 15.
So let's get off the chest, please.
Yeah. Don't touch it for Necro. Hey, Splatcrack. Thank you very much. The facepalm sprite is a nice touch.
So what's in the chest is the exact same thing that was in there in vanilla. And depending on which version you were playing, either American or Japanese, it's got a bunch of books on how to use machines and then a porno mag.
Yeah. Yeah, SNES, it was called Book of Secrets.
Yeah.
GBA was Bushido in the Bedroom. Which I fucking love that name.
I'm just imagining he's like got his dick out and he's like pretending it's a sword.
I'll show you my Fury cutter.
Oh,
his wife is like
Necro then.
Yeah, in the Japanese version it was a porno mag. That's not something I threw in there.
No, Square has been doing that with Final Fantasy, I think, since the 4th game, because you can do that in the developer's room. Machines anyone can use, machinery for dummies, cure mechanical ineptitude in 6 easy steps.
Now, the description of the rare item was my doing, but...
Oh, it's a cookbook. In Clean New World, it's a cookbook. What are we cooking?
Oh, that's right, it's a cookbook.
Go on, what is it in the non-censored version?
It is the adventures of Mr. Tentacle and the Naughty Schoolgirl.
Oh, God.
I don't even remember what I changed it to in Clean New World.
This
What's the
looks
description?
remarkably like purple.
Oh.
Also, I don't remember like half the shit I did in Clean New Worlds.
Oh wait, hold on a second. I think I still have a warp whistle, so yeah, I do.
I don't know, are you more of a slow cooker person, or are you more of a fry person?
Slow cooker. Easily.
You like to take it nice and slow?
Mm-hmm. Timing.
That wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. In fact, that wasn't even me, so... But...
I actually got the name, when I named it that, there had been a user who had just joined the Final Fantasy VI hacking forums named Mr. Tentacle. And I saw that, I'm like, that is a fucking hentai name. Holy shit, that is a hentai name. Yes. So, okay. Quarit, is Clean New World why that one hooker was talking to him about Jesus? Yes. Now, the guy I made Clean New World for, is a very, devout religious man, and so he saw that and he was, like, offended by it, and I had to explain to him, it's like, okay, I can see where you're coming from. This being the internet, it kind of looks like I'm making a dig on religion, but the joke there is that the scene is very obviously censored. It's like if I run off with my girlfriend and I'm like, oh no, we're going to Bible study. Be sure. Yeah, that's the joke. Is it almost done?
No, we still have 15 minutes left.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Aww.
I love you guys too. Okay.
Yeah. I see how it is, you piece of shit.
Wow, I feel like very nice.
Love you guys.
Slow cooker.
Alright, what's that, kids? Are we gonna get banned off this session?
No shit, I love Sky's theme though. Sky's theme is amazing.
Oh yeah, see you soon.
Bible study music. Yeah.
Well, if we can't play that, then we can at least play this.
Together we can show what we can do. You and me, I'm next to you. Pushing on through until the battle's won.
Very whiplash.
Now, the hooker
Trumpet
scene
now.
that you refer to, in the original version of Brave New World, it does kind of have one of my favorite lines. It's when she sees Cyan, she asks him for 50 GP. And she's like, hey, nobody rides for free, baby. And then she sees Sabin, and then she's like, oh, how about the both of you for 20? And it's like she lowers her asking price when she sees Sabin.
Excuse me, I have a girlfriend too, Super. Thank you very much.
He looks at his two fists. Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Wait a minute. I just realized.
You just realized what? They're called four non-blondes because there's four of them and they're not blonde?
Yes. No, I can go get Bum Rush.
Yeah, you can go get Bum Rush. That's and
I just saw what you posted.
Duncan.
I just saw what you posted in Discord, by the way, Jason.
Oh yeah.
Why the long face? Did you think I died? Your son's a piece of shit!
I feel like there's some context missing here.
Yeah, my approach to
Fucking Duncan just gave me the hit himself and repaired himself. Sort of thing.
I hid myself to repair myself.
Then I developed a technique called Bum Rush. What was it called? Bum Rush.
So, Bum Rush is the only blitz in the game that I have changed the input for.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look that up then as soon as this is done.
It should be easier to pull over now, so...
I never had a problem inputting Bum Rush's commands.
Well, and it actually made sense. In vanilla, it did magical damage instead of physical. But here, to maintain the consistency of only the magical attacks having circular inputs, this one has an input more like Pummelin Suplex does. Because in vanilla, I'm sure everyone knows Bum Rush did magical damage, and the reason it had to do magical damage is because the physical damage formula did not allow for a physical attack to be as powerful as it needed to be in the end game.
Konami code, yeah.
It's the Konami code.
Yeah, it's the Konami code.
Alright, let me...
You know what? Nobody ever forgets the input for Bum Rush. People forget the one for Chalk Heart all the damn time. They never forget Bum Rush.
What?
Dragon.
God damn it!
Oh, did you just run into Doomgate? You can run from Doomgate. by the way. You can run.
Look at that luck.
Jesus Christ, I just had a flashback from like 20 years ago, goddammit. That's what I was talking about last session. Doomgaze terrified me.
I'm getting a little bit of the PTSD right now.
Yeah.
Why are you running? Why are
I'm
you running?
getting flashbacks over here.
Because I'm scared for my life, Jason!
Oh wow, that did not end well.
No, it did not.
That ended very poorly.
No.
So, just to give you guys an idea of how likely it is to randomly run into Doomgaze, the overworld map is broken up into what I believe is 1,024 squares. And every time you enter the world map, it randomly picks one of those 1,024 squares to stick Doomgaze on. If you happen to fly across it, then you run into him.
Which becomes a pain in the ass later when you try to find them.
Is it 2048? I know it was either 124 or 2048. One of the two. So yeah, 2048. So the odds of accidentally running into him, pretty low.
Damn, so I just wasted my lottery chance. I spent all my luck on a Doomgaze encounter.
And that's why we added in the option to just hunt him down from the helm. And what we did for that was we took the code for the scene when Terra flies away, when she freaks out and flies to Zozo. We just jacked that code and we applied it to, you know, simulate the airship flying around and looking for Doomgaze.
What are Cyan's weapons?
So Cyan's weapons, did you raid Doma and get the Masamune?
No, I haven't done that yet.
It became available on the end of the World of Balance, so... Oh shit, it is 4096, holy shit. Those odds just keep getting lower and lower.
Fuck! So
well,
it's,
I know...
It's a 2 out of... What? What?
Well, okay, it's a 2 out of 4,096 encounter for every tile he goes over. It's... So if you just fly around in the sky for a while, eventually your chances approach 100%, but... If you
I just
mean
barely moved.
running into him right off the bat, yeah, your chances are low. And if it makes you feel any better, Johnny, I have actually been encountered. I've run into Doomgaze the second I got control of the airship before, so it's happened to me too.
Look at the
I'm king of the world.
So, John, your car gets 400 miles to the gallon. You fueled it up. But there is a 1 in 4,000 chance that your car will instantly run out of gas. And that just happens to be the one time you use your car after you fuel up.
Careful in there, love.
Someone's actually going to be shooting Fun Night Stories video. That hush hush. Octopath may be happening after this game sync. Actually, because I gave the guys a straw poll a couple of weeks ago on what I'll be streaming for Wednesdays when 6 ends, and I gave you guys just between Final Fantasy 15, Dragon Quest, the first one, and Octopath 1 by like a
Dragon Quest.
margin.
Why don't you choose a good RPG?
So I will say, since it looks like we're getting close to stopping point, that rare item you picked up in South Figaro last time, or 2 times ago, or however many times ago. The Leo Spirits.
Yeah, what about it?
What if I were to ask you, what do you think you need to do with that? You got any maybe an idea, any clue?
What, with booze? Let's see what's call it Leo's spirits. I guess I just put it in his graveyard. Just pour one for my homies. Oh my god, does it unlock General Leo as a zombie? You just pour the booze on top of his grave, and I was like, hey, that's my favorite booze. Like, my favorite booze.
Just comes out of
If you've ever played Chrono Trigger before, think of it as Leo's pop.
Do we go back in time and save him and if he can party
Though we went with the much more literal translation of spirits with this one.
Okay. Well, let's
And,
Spirits Mode and Smash Bros. Ultimate?
there's a kid in Thamasa who tells you that they say that the ghost of General Leo wanders the streets at night in search of his lost spirits.
Oh.
Okay, let's...
And it was one of those things that only works because it's a play on words that doesn't exist in other languages. And this came up when a fan of ours, who I haven't actually talked to in a while, but he started working on a Spanish translation for Brave New World. And I think he called it Español Nuevo Mundo. But that was the one line I pointed out to him, is I don't think this is going to translate the way you think it will.
Okay, so I just got Leo's crest. What does that do? Let's see.
Leo's crest does a few things, but one of them is very obvious.
But why is Spanish not...
It's not going to change the sprite, is it?
Well, he was a player from the Dominican Republic. He spoke both English and Spanish, and he wanted to make a Spanish translation, because obviously I can't do that. But I think he had like a computer crash and he lost all of his work, so I haven't heard from him in a while.
Rip. Jesus.
Spartan, how does he translate El Nino in the Spanish version? I hope it's the Nino. Alright, so I got an English.
Leo's crest
yeah, just give me a shot.
is the most well-known secret item.
Jason, what the fuck are you playing?
And I don't...
Despacito.
Just turn that down, please.
We don't acknowledge it because there's so much fanwake surrounding General Leo that it's something I chose specifically not to advertise. But yeah, Solus getting shock is kind of a big thing, and it's also pretty powerful in its current state.
Alex would play Despacito too.
But remember, it does deplete her HP.
It drains HP, yeah.
And it does damage based on her current HP and her stamina, so those are the stats to look at if you want to increase its damage.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a rest, and then starting next session, we're gonna go attempt to kill Fumbaba again, because oh fuck, wait, oh, I'm so drunk. I consumed all of the spirits.
Leo.
Yeah.
Captain Fanwick, we call him.
Captain Fanwick.
But yeah, no, definitely. Thank you so much for having me around.
No problem.
It is an honor to be here. I am so glad to sit in on these.
No problem. You're always welcome here, and special shout outs to the other folks in the chat that gave me the clarity of how phenomenally bad my luck is to run into Doom Gate so early on.
Yeah, that is funny.
What were the folks' name again in the chat? Just so that we know.
DN,
Yeah, we saw D.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be in chat next week, but I'll be back on shift, so I won't be on voice.
next session we'll give not Doomgaze, Fun Baba the what for. I got a good feeling we will.
What?
Because our average level is now like around 20, 21, so we will hopefully take care of Fun Baba
WD-40
next time. Yeah. So thank you very. Yeah, I love WD-40. And
1 second.
Again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in for tonight's session. Again, for those asking about the whereabouts of the X5, X6 video, I'm immediately going back to working on that as soon as this live stream goes off, because it is at the time of this editing, looking to be my second longest Johnny Versus, next to Sonic 06. It's not Sonic 06 length, like not even close, but it's looking like it's going to be longer than Sonic Adventure 2. So. And those videos longer than 25 minutes plus take a good 12, 15 hours to make, and I'm just a little over halfway done because I have a lot to say for both X5 and X6. So I want to thank everybody for being as patient as you can as possible. That's immediately what I'm going to try and get it done for tomorrow night, and hopefully nothing happens to anything between now and then. I want to thank my co-host for joining me today. I want to thank Billy for joining me as well. You guys are beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. It means like so much to see so many people just getting around and having a good time playing something that I had a hand in. So
yeah, now we have sign-off music, right? You just turn it down a little bit so we can overdrown our voices. But for all that said, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night and take care. No, seriously, we need sign-off music now. Like we do need sign-off music.
Well, I'll have that ready by next week. Hopefully, one doesn't get copyright claimed.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
I am out, gentlemen.
All right.
See you guys later.
Have a good night, dude. All right. We need to raid someone.
We do streaming.
Had streaming and streaming. Is SGB still on?
Yeah, SGB still streaming.
They're still. All right. We're giving them the raid then.
Raids his own channel.
Yeah, because they raid me.
Wood. What is this, Jason?
Yeah. Alright, send Elliot and Sabrina my love. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you guys probably on Friday for the second attempt of Street Fighter V, because that was a fucking mess. More on that later. Have a good night, everybody.
Sorry about that.